Hello everyone, my name is Ikaros and this is my workshop. My initial plan was to make some videos while I work on the car, adding some easy listening music to the background and take you guys along on the journey of building these project cars. However, as I progress, I feel like it would be more beneficial if I actually make more of a vlog style content, where again we do the same thing. Then once the cars are completed, I can take you guys along with me on track days, on some events. And therefore I decided once the Mini is completed, that was supposed to be sometime next month, to switch over to the vlog style content. Last week, however, I was planning on making 2 videos where I work on the Mini to repair the leaking steering rack and overhaul the interior. It turned out to be one of those days where nothing worked out. The steering rack just did not want it to fix itself, let's say. And the interior, all the parts and the bucket seats, the adapters, the brackets, they just didn't want to line up properly. So frustration started kicking in, but I said, okay, let's take it from the beginning. I can make a fresh start right now. I can introduce you to the channel, to the project cars, and take it from here. So without further ado, this is my 1999 Honda S2000, and this piece of engineering is my Mini Cooper S. The S2000 is actually my first car. I have it since 2009. The engine is pretty much stock. Most of the modifications are in the suspension and drivetrain area. The car in general was a blast to drive, especially in the mountains. However, during the pandemic, around November 2020, I had noticed that the engine was starting to feel a bit sluggish, and I was noticing traces of oil around the head gasket and inside the expansion tank. I put the head, confirmed that the head gasket was actually failing, and at the time, because my profession revolves around the travel industry, it was not the best timing for repair. So I said, okay, I will leave it here, and once the timing is right, continue with a complete engine rebuild, actually. And then this came along. The Mini was actually very cheap, as it had, ironically, a blown head gasket. It was for sale. I saw the opportunity. I called a very good friend of mine, Haralan Boss from CME Motoring Art, who's actually a Mini specialist. I told him I found this car, it needs some love, new head gasket, this and that. He said, no worries, you can bring it over on my workshop. I will take care of everything. That's what I did. I picked it up, took it over to his workshop, and actually I found myself almost daily going there, working with him on the car. He taught me a lot of things about these cars, and then he started asking some questions. Questions like, the head is out, shall we port it? Let's port it. The supercharger pulley, shall we put a smaller pulley on? Of course we are putting a smaller pulley on. Methanol injection, shall we put methanol injection? Let's do it. So the actual initial plan was to get the car, track it, enjoy it, do all of the repairs that they needed to be done, and just sell it for profit. However, as you can imagine, it turned out to be a full-on project car. It currently has a fully built engine with all the supporting mods. It has suspension modifications, chassis modifications, everything. It's almost a completed project car. All this time, the S2000 was actually almost abandoned in the parking lot of my parents' apartment, gathering dust, until about last year, where I decided to get this place, have both cars in here, get my tools here and start working on them. Many times I think to myself that spending money on the workshop is actually silly. However, having your own place where you don't have to pack all your tools when it gets dark or you need to stop working when it's raining like I was doing for almost 16 years in the driveway, it's really nice. Yeah, you are making some sacrifices for it, but at the end of the day, it's your hobby. You feel happy about it, you feel good about yourself, so why not? Since we're here, the most frequently asked question that I'm getting is, what's Apron? And basically Apron has a couple of, let's say, relevant definitions. The first one is the part between a racetrack and the infield, where it separates the two. The other definition is actually the parking spot, let's call it, of the airplanes at an airport. And lastly, in Japanese, it's actually called makae. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. It's kind of similar to this piece of apron, where craftsmen wear it on different workshops. As to what to expect in the future, basically, like I said in the beginning, I need to finish up the repair of the Mini's steering rack. It's either going to be a repair or actually cancellation of the power steering completely. Next up, we need to get it tuned and get it ready to go in the body shop for a complete respray. Once that's in the body shop, we will start working on the Honda, where I'm actually debating with myself either keep it NA or go in the forced induction route. I still cannot decide yet, so if you have any suggestions or any comments, please feel free to write them below. So if you like this sort of content, stick around and see you next time. Thank you.